Hey everyone, I'm Jacq. This is Yoga TX, and this is a standing, energizing, wake up flow. It's good in the morning, of course, to get you moving, but also if you've been sitting at your desk or something, you just need to get up and breathe and move. It's simple. You don't even need a yoga mat for this one. So let's go ahead and get standing if you're not there already. And feet can come underneath the hips, but don't worry about it too much. Stand in a way that feels natural and take a big breath. Maybe let your eyes close and rock a little bit forward and back on your feet. So you rock to the balls of the feet and then the heels, and then see if you can find a little balance between balls of the feet and heels of the feet. Stand up a little taller. Give your shoulders a little wiggle and arrive. So our yoga practice doesn't have to be long. Even these little doses of goodness can really shift our day. So let's bring the hands together at the heart and start to rub your hands. You can open your eyes if you want to. Rub your hands so you can hear a little sound. So you make a little friction between the hands, and then rub them faster. And then rub them like you mean it. So you start to feel your biceps turn on. You might start to feel your shoulders turn on. Keep going. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then pause and let your hands be like a half a centimeter away from each other. See if you can feel the little zaps of energy you've created in your hands, and then we'll create some energy together. So let's inhale, sweep the hands down, and then up, look up. And as you exhale out your mouth, prayer to heart. Let's do that 3 more times. You can soften your knees, sweep up, breathe in. Exhale out the mouth. Kind of clearing your energy. 1 more time. Good. Now see if you can keep your breath moving in and out through your nose only. Same thing with the arms. Breathe in. And this time as we take our prayer through heart, let's fold forward. So soften your knees. Take your hands to your shins, halfway lift. Breathe in, shoulders away from your ears. Breathe out, fold. Bend your knees, hang your arms, and roll up to stand. Like you've got the heaviest arms you've ever felt. And then inhale, sweep your arms up, look up, high prayer. Through the nose, exhale, prayer through center, fold all the way back down, knees stay soft. Palms to shins, halfway lift. Imagine a telescope. Telescope your spine forward, and then exhale, bow and fold. Bend your knees, dangle your arms, roll up, don't rush it. Feel the bones of your vertebrae stacking, head stacks last. Inhale, send your arms up. 1 more time, exhale, fold forward. So now you kind of know the way. Less thinking, more breathing. Halfway lift. This time, pause. Get your neck longer. So feel your shoulder blades move down the back. And then start to tip forward onto the balls of your feet. Lift your heels. You can soften your knees if you need to, or keep your legs nice and long, diver's pose. Bring your arms behind you like you've got wings. Let the shoulder blades also kind of come together behind the heart and engage the low belly. So hug it toward your spine a little bit. Notice if you're holding your breath, and then don't. Take 1 more big breath in. And then lower your heels for chair pose. Bend your knees, sit your butt back, send your arms up. So we were kind of in this flow of inhale, exhale with the movements. Now our movements are held, but make sure the breath is not held. So breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. 1 more time, strong breathing in. And smooth breathing out. Stand on your left foot, take your right knee into your chest. You can stretch your arms up. Flex your right foot so your right leg stays awake, and then open your right knee to the right. Draw your right knee back to center. Right knee to the right. And then we've got tree pose. So you can use your hands, left hand to hip, right hand to foot or ankle. Place your right foot on your left leg anywhere you can find your balance, and then let your eyeballs stay looking at one thing, maybe not the screen. Back of neck stays nice and long. How's your breath? Steady and stable. Stay here if this is enough of a challenge, or if you're feeling spicy, take your right hand to the top of your right thigh. Take a side bend toward the right, so left arm will come up and over. Whew, that's always a good one. And then we'll take a side bend to the other side. So step into a little curtsy. Right knee kind of comes behind the left. Take hold of your right wrist and lean toward your left. You can look up underneath your right elbow and breathe into your right waist. Let's meet in a high prayer. Inhale, step your feet together, look up. Prayer to heart as you exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms down, then up, high prayer. We'll take it all the way into a forward fold. Again, breathe it out. Halfway lift and pause the body, not the breath. Feel length, tips of ears stretch forward, sit bones stretch back, and then start to tip your weight forward as you wing your arms behind you, diver's pose. Shoulder blades hug behind the heart, navel hugs to spine, legs can be straight or knees bent, and your breath is still moving. Lower your heels, chair pose, sit your seat back, reach your arms up. So in this pose, imagine your fingertips and your sit bones are reaching in two opposite directions. That'll turn the heat on for you. Take one more breath in and a complete breath out. And then stand on your right foot. Draw your left knee into your chest. Rise on up. Flex your left foot. Open the left knee to the left. Exhale, draw your left knee back through center. One more time like that, left knee to the left. And then we've got tree pose. You can use your hands. Remember, wherever you can breathe is your fullest expression of the pose. So you don't have to be the biggest tree in the forest. You can be a little baby tree. And then you can find a placement for your hands. Hands to hips, hands to heart, or even send the arms up. Steady eyeballs. Stay here, or take your side bend, left hand on top of left thigh this time. Reach over to your left. You can feel all of my little muscles in the ankle and the foot working. Curtsy to the other side, which is just like a fancy way to fall out of it. It's always a good one. You can look up underneath your left elbow. So I have my left wrist. Stretch the left rib cage wide. Good, and then stand up tall, high prayer. Feet step next to each other, reach up, look up. Hands to heart this time, breathe out. Let's take a wide stance. We're heading toward goddess pose. So if you know where you're going, great. So wide stance, toes out, heels in, bend your knees, think wide squat. Take your arms up like a goal post and just take a big breath into your belly here. Let your tailbone drop down so you're not sticking your tail feathers out. Tailbone drops down, heart opens, inhale. Keep the legs, exhale, hands on top of thighs. Take an in breath, listen closely, and as you breathe out, dip your right shoulder forward, look over the left shoulder. Oh yeah, just let this one feel really good. Breathe in, come back through center, take it to the other side, breathe it out. We're going one more time each side. Breathe in. So you can kind of play with the depth here. Breathe out. Play with the depth of how low your seat goes and how much you twist. And then come back through center, but stay low in the legs. So you stack the shoulders over the hips. And then interlace your fingers in front of you. Flip your palms and stretch your arms up and overhead. Relax your shoulders. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Okay, now we're gonna do something weird. And it's good to smile in yoga too, because it's like, not to take ourselves too seriously is a practice. Stick your tongue out a little bit and pant like a dog. Yes, that's what you heard, pant like a dog. And actually take one hand to your belly as you pant like a dog and you'll feel your belly kind of retract in toward the spine. See if you can do the same thing with your mouth closed. So it'll be like this. If you've got the hang of it, take your hands back up, interlace your fingers. It's breath of fire. Here we go. Let's go for 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, stand up. Give your hands a little shake. And then forward fold. Spin your heels out so your toes point forward. Drop your brain. Find your breath. Maybe you take a sigh. Let's take one more big breath in. One more big breath out. Come into a halfway lift. And then you can spin your heels in, toes out again. Come up through goddess pose, big circle of the arms. Take your hands to your heart, lengthen your legs, point your toes forward, and then just heel toe your feet back underneath your hips. Stand nice and tall, mountain pose. Let your arms drop down by your sides. If you want to close your eyes again, do that. And observe your energy. Notice any shifts from when we started. I hope you feel like you got some things moving. I hope you're feeling clear. You can let your eyes open if you close them. Thank you so much for practicing. Follow along with me on Instagram @mindfulish, and I will see you soon.